Lisa Seversike from Global State Mortgage. This is Kaylin with RE/MAX in Ames, and we're had a little hiatus, but we're back now talking to you live. And today we're going to talk about the first-time home buyer savings account that was just passed through the Iowa legislature this spring, signed by Governor Branstad. So we're pretty excited to talk about this for your first-time home buyers. So
yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. So that's one of the things that first-time home buyers have a problem with. Not a really problem with, but that's a real hurdle, is getting that savings built up for that down payment. That will also cover closing costs and prepaids.
Right, closing costs and prepaids, your down payment. So this is kind of it's a great thing that also Iowa made, so that you also have the tax credit for Iowa that also goes along with putting money in an account.
Right.
And so
if you've saved for college, there was a similar savings account for college where you put money in pre-tax. This is similar to that, where you put in money pre-taxed for this savings account. It has to be used in the state of Iowa.
Yep.
By a resident of the state of Iowa for home purchased in the state of Iowa.
So very really, Iowa specific.
Very Iowa, yeah. Exactly. So
right, and so there is. So you have So this starts January of 2018. So as of January 2018, you'll be able to put start with an Iowa bank or an Iowa credit union. You can open up a first-time homeowner's savings account. The bank might have a different little twist on the name, but that's basically what it is. And if you are single, you could put up to $2,000 a year in it, and if you are married, you could put up to $4,000 a year in it.
Yep. And so that saves you a little bit on the state income tax on that money,
right?
And it builds up your savings for that home that you eventually want to buy. Now, you do have to use that within 10 years. So if you have not purchased a home within 10 years, then that money then is taxed on it.
But think about even if you graduate high school and your parents even say, hey, let's get this account set up for you and put some money in so that you're saving that amount, and then by the time you graduate, you could have a pretty
nice little nest egg.
Right, a little nest egg to actually start to buy a house, plus have whoever's putting it in have the tax deductions and things like that on that.
Yep,
so and it's set away, so you can't touch it unless you're buying a house.
Right. So it's easier than just putting it aside, and then you can just go back to Starbucks and use that money.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. But this is great, because that's a great point, because if you're just graduating from high school, good time to start that savings account, because by your mid-20s, you could have a nice down payment, because with buying, sometimes your down payment affects too how well you can negotiate for that house.
Right.
If you have a nice down payment, you can get a little bit better financing. Your options are a little bit greater. So there's a lot of advantages to that.
Right. And two, even if you have enough in there to pay for your own closing costs versus negotiating with the seller for them to pay for the closing costs, that can affect the price you get for the home and a few other things as well. So it's a nice, I think all around, it's kind of a nice program to...
Yeah, it is. And it's a good forced way to put some money aside that you can't touch.
Right.
So it's good all around.
Yeah.
So if you've got more questions about the first-time home buyer's savings account, get in touch with Lisa or myself.
Yeah.
And we'll relay on more details about that program.
Yeah, especially as it comes up closer to maybe that 2018 when you can go and start and set it up. It's a great thing to start thinking about, though.
Yep, exactly. Think about it now, and then we'll remind you later in the year.
Remind you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll be back. We won't be gone for so long next time.
That's right.
All right.
And if you think of any topics that you would like us to talk about, let us know.
Free. Post it.
All right.
Absolutely. All right.
Thanks, guys. Have a great
day.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a different day. Wednesday.